The Dream of Ertuğrul, the wind howled across the wide Anatolian plains as a young warrior stood beneath the endless night sky. His name was Ertuğrul, son of Suleiman Shah, leader of the Kayi tribe. The stars shimmered above him like ancient lamps, and his heart carried both the burden of his people and the fire of destiny. That night, sleep did not come easily. He sat by the flickering campfire, watching the flames dance and whisper. The tribe had been wandering for months, searching for a land where they could live freely away from war, hunger, and the threat of enemies. The people were tired, their faith tested. Ertuğrul's heart ached for them. He prayed softly, asking Allah for guidance. When he finally closed his eyes, the fire faded into a dream. In that dream, he found himself standing in a vast desert. The sand beneath his feet was golden, and the horizon glowed with a mysterious light. A powerful wind blew, and out of it came a majestic white horse, its mane shining like moonlight. On the horse sat a man dressed in white robes, his face radiant, his voice calm like the ocean. "Ertuğrul," the man said, "you have been chosen for a great mission. Your path will not be easy, but your faith will be your sword. You will build the foundation of a great empire, one that will bring justice and light to the world." Ertuğrul bowed his head. "But I am only one man. How can I build what you speak of?" The man smiled. "One man with true belief is stronger than an army without it. Remember, Allah is with those who stand for truth." Before Ertuğrul could speak again, the horse neighed and a bright light engulfed the desert. When the light faded, Ertuğrul saw a vast green land filled with rivers, mountains, and cities. Children laughed, scholars taught, and people lived in peace under the banner of justice. Above them waved a flag, a crescent, and stars shining proudly. Tears filled Ertuğrul's eyes. "Whose land is this?" he whispered. The man's voice echoed from the sky. "This is the land your descendants will rule through your courage and faith. The seed you plant today will grow into a mighty tree that will shelter the world." Then the dream faded. Ertuğrul awoke with a gasp, the first light of dawn breaking across the horizon. The fire had died, but his heart was burning with a new flame hope. He rode out to the nearby hill where he could see the sleeping tents of his tribe. Children lay beside their mothers, warriors rested after long march, and the old prayed silently. He clenched his sword and whispered, "We will not give up. We will find our home." Days turned into weeks. Ertuğrul led his people through storms, hunger, and battles. They faced powerful enemies, the Crusaders, Mongols, and traitors among tribes, but he never forgot the words from his dream. Each time he felt weak, he remembered the man in white and the shining land of peace. Once, in the middle of a fierce winter, the tribe nearly lost hope. Food was gone, snow covered their path, and many were ill. Ertuğrul stood before them, his voice strong even though his body trembled from cold. "My brothers and sisters," he said, "we are the Kayi, the people of the bow. Our ancestors taught us that strength lies not in numbers but in faith. Allah has not forgotten us. If we stand together, He will open a door for us." That night, as they prayed under the snow, scouts returned with news of a valley nearby, a fertile land rich with water and grass. It was like a miracle. Ertuğrul smiled, remembering the dream once more. He led his tribe there, and they settled beside the great mountains of Skut. Years passed. The Kayi tribe grew strong, building villages and defending justice. Ertuğrul became a legend known for his bravery, wisdom, and mercy. He raised his sons to honor Allah and protect the weak. Among them was Osman, a boy with sharp eyes and a heart full of courage. One night, as Ertuğrul sat beside the fire, he looked at Osman and said, "My son, I once dreamed of a land of peace, a place where justice would reign. I could not reach it in my lifetime, but perhaps you will. Follow the path of truth and Allah will make you greater than I ever was." Osman nodded, his eyes glowing with determination. Ertuğrul looked up at the same stars that had guided him years ago. The wind whispered softly through the tents, carrying with it the promise of destiny. The dream he once saw in the desert had come alive not in his time, but in the generations that followed. From his courage rose the great Ottoman Empire, which would shine for centuries with faith, justice, and strength. And so, the Dream of Ertuğrul became a legacy reminding the world that true power is not in swords or crowns, but in the heart that believes and the soul that never gives up. Moral: true faith and courage can turn even the smallest beginning into a destiny that changes the world.